Hello everyone, welcome to Bodhanapumina's channel. In this video, I am going to discuss regarding an important topic in reasoning ability, that is blood relations, which will fetch you 5 marks for sure in competitive examinations. Here, you will learn the various types of questions that are asked and tips to be followed in solving blood relations easily. If you are watching my channel for the first time, kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell button for further notifications. Blood relations are of considerable part of competitive exams in reasoning section. So before going further, let us understand the terminology that is used for relationships. So in this table, I have given the type of relationship and the terminology in use for the relationship. If the question states that mother's or father's son, it refers to himself or his brother. So if it states mother's or father's daughter, then it refers to herself or her sister. Mother's or father's brother is referred to as uncle. Mother's or father's sister referred as aunt. Mother's or father's father, grandfather. Mother's or father's mother, will call them as grandmother. But if mother side, if we are referring, then it should be maternal uncle or aunt or grandfather or grandmother. If we are referring to the father's side, then it should be paternal uncle, paternal aunt, paternal grandfather, and paternal grandmother. Son's wife, will call her as daughter-in-law. Father or grandfather or grandmother, will call them as great grandfather. Mother of grandfather or grandmother, great grandmother. Daughter's husband, the terminology used is son-in-law. Husband's or wife's sister, we call her as sister-in-law. Husband's or wife's brother, terminology used is brother-in-law. Brother's son is called nephew. Brother's daughter called niece. Uncle or aunt's son or daughter, cousin. Sister's husband becomes brother-in-law. Brother's wife, we call her as sister-in-law. Grandson's or granddaughter's daughter, we call her as great-granddaughter. So before answering the blood relations questions, we should master this terminology, which we have to keep in mind. In order to solve the blood relations quickly, we should know and follow the graphic representation of characters with some symbols. Let us see what are the symbols we are following here. The female characters are represented with the help of circle. The male characters are represented with the help of square. And the husband and wife relationship is represented with the help of double-sided arrow. And siblings, either it may be brother and brother, or brother sisters, or sister and brother, or sister and sister relationship will be represented with the help of a straight line. Generations are represented with the help of down-sided arrow, and each single down-sided arrow represents a single generation. So if there is one down-sided arrow, it represents a single generation. If two down-sided arrows are there, it shows double generation or two generations. And if there are three down-sided arrows, it shows three generations. Now let us consider possible type of questions asked on blood relations. The first kind may be based on statements or conversations or dialogues, and the second one based on puzzles, and the third may be related to coding. We will discuss each and every type of questions with examples. Let us see the first kind of questions asked on blood relations. Here it will be like a statement given by a person or a dialogue or a conversation between the two persons stating the relationship indirectly. For example, we will see, pointing to a girl in the photograph, Vivek said, "Her mother's brother is the only son of my mother's father." How is the girl's mother related to Vivek? So here, Vivek is giving a statement that her mother's brother is the only son of my mother's father. So this is the statement, and based on this, we have to crack the relationship of the girl's mother with Vivek. So such kind of questions are called as based on statements or conversations or dialogue. So this is one kind of question, and we will see another example here. Pointing to a photograph of a boy, Mr. Ravi said, "He is the son of the only son of my mother." So how is Mr. Ravi related to that boy? And here Mr. Ravi is giving a statement that he is the son of the only son of my mother. And we had to crack the relationship of Mr. Ravi with that boy. So these are the examples of the questions based on statements or conversations. Let us see another kind of questions asked based on puzzles. In these kind of questions, we will be given pieces of information which we have to arrange in a logical way in order to arrive at the correct relationship. We will better understand this with the help of an example. Raghav is the son of Ajay's father's sister. Satish is the son of Deepa, who is the mother of Gautam and grandmother of Ajay. Ashok is the father of Teja and grandfather of Raghav. Deepa is the wife of Ashok. And with the help of this information, we have to find out how Raghav is related to Deepa. So in this question, we have been given regarding the pieces of information. We have been given pieces of information here regarding Raghav, regarding Satish, regarding Ashok. We got the information, and even Deepa. So we have to arrange all these pieces of information in a logical way, and we have to arrive at the relationship how Raghav is related to Deepa. So such type of questions are called as puzzle based questions. Let us see another type of questions based on coding. In these kind of questions, each relationship is coded with a symbol, and later we have to substitute this relationship based on the symbols given in the question. Look at the example given below for better understanding. Read the following instructions. P$Q means P is the brother of Q. Here dollar denotes the relationship of siblings. P#Q means P is the mother of Q. So here hash denotes the as denotes the relationship of mother and child. And P*Q means P is the daughter of Q. It denotes the relationship of child and a parent. So based on this symbols and relationship codes, we have to find the code of family. If A#B $C*D, who is the father in them? A, D, B, B, C, C, D, A. So A#B means A is the mother of B and B is the brother of C because dollar sibling, right? And C*D means C is the daughter of D. So if A is the mother, D should be the father. So who is the father in that? D. Let us see various methods that are used for solving questions on blood relationships. The questions can be solved by using any of the following methods, either with the help of deduction method or by using pictorial method. So deduction method means here we are substituting the relationship given one by one and we are arriving at the solution or at the relationship. So here pictorial method means we are using a graphical representation of the relationships given and we will find out the relationship between the two persons here. We will better understand this with the help of an example one by one. First one we'll see regarding the deduction method. The example for this is pointing to a photograph of a boy. Mr. Ravi said, "He is the son of the only son of my mother." How is Mr. Ravi related to that boy? So here the statement is given by Mr. Ravi pointing to a boy, and what we have to find out the relationship of Mr. Ravi with that boy. So now I am taking the last end of the statement of Ravi, that is only son of my mother. Only son of my mother. So here who is the speaker? Ravi. So my here means Ravi, and in the starting of the video we have seen the terminology that are used for the relationships. Son of my mother can be taken as himself, that means the speaker, or his brother. But here we can't take his brother because here only son. So the speaker is Ravi. So we have to take Ravi himself. Then proceeding further, the only son of my mother. So I am substituting only son of my mother with Ravi. So son of Ravi is Ravi's son. So the relationship of Ravi can be arrived. The relationship of Ravi to that boy can be arrived with this reduction method very simply. So how is Ravi related to that boy? Ravi is the father of that boy. Let us see how to use pictorial method in solving blood relation questions with the help of an example. Pointing to a photograph of a boy, Mr. Ravi said, "He is the son of the only son of my mother." How is Mr. Ravi related to that boy? Here we have to find out how Mr. Ravi is related to that boy. So for solving this question, I'm starting to solve from the end of the statement, that is from my mother. So here I am replacing my with Ravi because Ravi is the speaker of the statement and it is very easy for arriving at the solution. So I am taking the piece of information from the end, that is Ravi mother. I am writing Ravi here and mom of Ravi I am representing above Ravi because she is a generation ahead of Ravi. Here we are considering the character representation with the help of symbols. So female gender we will represent or denote within circles, and the male gender with the help of squares, and generation we are going to represent with the help of down-sided arrows, as we have discussed this earlier in this video. As mom is a female gender, I am circling mom. And if you see the further piece of information given here, only son of Ravi mother. So Ravi's mother have only one son. So that is Ravi, and Ravi is son. So I am enclosing Ravi within the square. And there is a single generation gap between the mom and Ravi. I am representing with the help of down-sided arrow. And further information given is only son of Ravi mother. Only son of Ravi mother is Ravi, as we have done in the picture. And we have to write son of Ravi now. Son of Ravi means we have to write down son below Ravi. And as the son is a male gender, we have to denote within square. And there is a single generation gap between Ravi and son. We have to represent with down-sided arrow. Okay. So after this, if we read the question again, pointing to a photograph of a boy. So we should know who is the boy here, right? He is the son of the only son of Ravi mother. So son of Ravi is the boy. So we are writing the boy for concluding. So we have to conclude now regarding the relationship of Ravi with that boy. So if they ask like this, we have to draw the picture and we can solve this type of questions very easily. And what is the relationship? Here we can conclude Ravi is the father to that boy. If they ask how is that boy related to Ravi, the boy becomes the son of Ravi. Okay friends, I think this is very easy method for you to understand and to arrive at the answer quickly. Let us see another example to solve with the same method. Rita told Mani, the girl I met yesterday at the beach was the youngest daughter of the brother-in-law of my friend's mother. So we have to find out how the girl is related to Rita's friend. So the same method, I am starting from the end of the statement. And here I am replacing my with Rita and Rita's friend's mother. So first I am writing down Rita's friend, and above Rita's friend I am writing mother because she is a generation ahead and Mother is a female gender. I have circled Rita's friend's mother. And there is a single generation gap between Rita's friend and Rita's friend's mother. So I am representing with the help of downsided arrow. And we didn't give anything regarding the Rita's friend's gender. So I left like that only without enclosing with either with a circle or with a square. So I left it blank. And the next piece of information we got in the question is regarding the brother-in-law of Rita's friend's mother. And brother-in-law here, they belong to the same generation. Rita's friend's mother and her brother-in-law belongs to the same generation. Here the same generation to represent will draw a straight line. And I am writing brother-in-law of Rita's friend's mother next to that straight line. So keep in mind, husband, sister, brother, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, all these relations fall into the same generation. So we have to denote the same generation with the help of a straight line. Okay. The next piece of information given is, if we go further, the youngest daughter of the brother-in-law. So we have to write down or note down the daughter of brother-in-law. And there is a single generation gap. Already I have mentioned with a downsided arrow. And the daughter we know is a female gender, so represented with the help of circle. So we didn't got any other information regarding how many daughters or how many sons the brother-in-law has. We got only one thing, youngest daughter. And we had to find out that girl's relationship only with Rita's friend, right? So to arrive at the this is the pictorial representation based on the information given in the question. So now we have to correlate these pieces of information logically and we have to arrive at the solution. So we have to find the relationship of this girl to Rita's friend. So what is the relationship of Rita's friend to that brother-in-law? So Rita's friend's mother's brother-in-law becomes uncle to that Rita's friend, and uncle's daughter, right? Uncle's daughter becomes cousin to Rita's friend. So the relationship is cousin. So this is how you have to arrive, and it will be very easy if you use this character representation of symbols for easy identification of the gender. Now let us see the tips and tricks to solve blood relation questions. First of all, choose the two persons between whom the relationship is to be established. So first you have to find out between the two people how they are related. Let us see with the help of an example. A is the father of C and D is the son of B. E is the brother of A, and if C is the sister of D, how is B related to E? So in this question, we have to find out how is B related to E. And so if you are, instead of B, if you are writing from the relationship E to B, it changes. So be cautious in determining whom to whom we have to correlate. Okay, so here in this question, the relationship is to be established between B and E. So first we have to determine between whom the relationship is to be established. Let us see the next trick here. Pinpoint the intermediate relationship. Here we have to read the question carefully and we have to understand the relationship between the characters and we have to arrive at the conclusion based on the intermediate relationship given. So to understand this, I am taking the previous example only. Let us go into that. A is the father of C and D is the son of B. E is the brother of A. If C is the sister of D, how is B related to E? Here first I am writing down A and A is the father. Father is a female gender, so I am enclosing A within square.
and C is the child of A. So I am representing the generation with the help of down-sided arrow and writing C below it. Next, D is the son of B. D I am writing, and D is son, right? So it is a male gender, so I am representing inside a square. So whose son D is? B's son. So I am representing the down-sided arrow between B and D. And the next is E is brother of A. E I am writing next to A, and as E is brother is male, I am enclosing E within square, and I am representing E and A relationship with a straight line. Siblings and all we have discussed in graphical representation. So siblings we will represent with the help of straight line, or the same generation also use it to represent with the help of straight line only. And next is C is a sister. Sister means female generation, and whose sister C is? D's sister. So this is the relationship that is given, intermediate relationship that is given based on the question. So this is how you have to draw the pictorial representation. It will be very easy for you to arrive at the conclusion once you are done with the intermediate relationship. Let us see the next trick. Conclude the relationship directly between the two persons as per the requirement of the question. So after establishing the intermediate relationship based on the clues given in the question, we have to find out, or we can conclude the relationship between the two persons given in the question. Let us see with the help of the same example. A is the father of C, D is the son of B, E is the brother of A. If C is the sister of D, how is B related to E? So till now this intermediate relationship we have discussed, and now based on that we can conclude that if C is the sister of D, then C becomes the daughter of B. So if A is the father of C, then B becomes the mother of C, and the relationship between A and B will be husband and wife relationship. So this we can conclude with the help of this intermediate relationship, and now we have to find out how is B related to E. Based on this, finally, if E is the brother of A, E becomes brother-in-law to B, and B becomes the sister-in-law to E. So the relationship we have to find out is B is the sister-in-law to E. So friends, it is very easy now. So these are the tricks you have to keep in mind for arriving at the answer. And if you practice this well, it will be very easy. The next trick is, from a particular name, we cannot ascertain the sex or gender of that person. So never come to a conclusion based on the name whether he is male or female, because name doesn't decide the gender unless and until it is mentioned in the question whether he is brother of someone or she is a sister of someone. Okay, because some communities will have a common name for both the genders. So be cautious while you are marking the gender of a person. I hope you understood the concepts well, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned with us for more videos like this. Have a good day.